Hey yo, DarkMistro here, and welcome to this special little video. And this is actually one explaining, as I've finally decided to explain a little bit more about the actual corner shots. Hey, and what actually made me start doing them, and where I got the ideas from. Well, pretty much all them folks. With these, where I got the idea from, I basically went through the 90s. Yeah, as a kid, and I always watched Cartoon Network. I was a Cartoon Network junkie, and yeah, and I used to watch a lot of these sort of like the violent style cartoons, or the very creepy cartoons, which if you think back, when you're older, you realise it's a lot creepier than you may have thought. And say for instance, like there's Tom and Jerry, there's Courage the Cowardly Dog, etc. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and there's some other ones with that. And I felt these modern day cartoons, they were really lacking. They were not as good as the ones from the 90s. I mean, seriously. Why have you destroyed old classic cartoons? You could bring them back. You could get your audience back instead of bringing CGI things on the screen and trying to pass them off as characters. Yeah, as I've seen the Scooby-Doo ad where that just scared me. Channel surfing, new Scooby-Doo, you turn it on, live action people, and something CGI that is supposed to be Scooby. Scary thing. It's really scary. Yeah, and now moving on to the main thing. The actual episodes themselves. Now, as you know, I've only brought out 3. The third one being brought out today. Now, with these, it was all down to pretty much each one actually was inspired by one thing. The first episode, A Cat on the Loose, or The Cat on the Loose, whichever name it is, that's actually something which I am absolutely thinking will end up happening to me one day, because, well, pretty much some cats, they see me and they suddenly think scratching post, or worse, which I don't really want to think about that one. Yeah, and pretty much then what I really think will end up happening to me is I help someone try and find that cat. I actually find them. They tell me then that a cat never fights back if it's having a con, it'll just stay there. Yeah. The aftermath is going to be roughly the same, only I'm going to be covered in cuts, and the cat's going to walk off looking smug. Yeah. And the second episode, Troubles with Portals, or Portal Troubles, that one actually is from when I was going through my old file of actual videos, and pretty much I ended up finding my old Portal 2 ones, and I watched through them. I watched through some of them on my terabyte hard drive box, and I found them really good, and that got me thinking, why not do a corner shot based about the potential of basically going through one doorway and entering somewhere completely and utterly different. And with that one, it all ended up being that the main character in that tested it out by climbing onto the roof of the little garage thing, jumping off, ends up teleporting right above where it was. Now the third and final one from today, this was actually this is actually inspired by 2 sources. One of them I'm keeping to myself for personal reasons, and yeah, and if others are watching this and they've heard that bit, they'll put in the one meaning. Yeah, and the other one is actually down to pretty much, you've seen zombie films, you've seen apocalypse style films where it's pretty much dead world, few survivors, yet obviously then you know that there is going to still be something there. There's still going to be people who are still going to try and follow up any lost engagements they had before the outbreak happened, and there will be ones who then may have been getting married on the same day and are still carrying through that, not letting it stop them, and it can just go into a whole spiral of things. So the third one is actually based about a man who was just waiting for his bride to be to come round to his house on that same day the outbreak happened. And I'm not going to spoil the ending just for any of you who have not seen it, but it basically goes on with him preparing up his house and him waiting. And then there is a knock on the door, and he goes to it to answer it. But I've been doing really careful to try and get this properly done. And, alright folks, and so that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's been it. So from me, that much, I thank you very much for watching. Do have a very good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. See you all later, and have a lot of fun, yo.